Hey, Forge fans, it is the Forge Audio Network. I'm Anthony Urciuoli, your digital host, and these are your three keys to the match presented by Volkswagen. Forge FC hosting FC Edmonton Tuesday, 6:45 kickoff time at Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton. Yes, Forge is the better club. Edmonton have caused some clubs trouble this season. They've snuck up on them, and Forge hoping to avoid that after 10 days off. They have two matches this week. Edmonton Tuesday, two home matches, in fact. Edmonton and then Valor makes the trip to Tim Hortons Field for a 4:30 kickoff on Saturday. But first things first, FC Edmonton. Key number one for Forge FC. Early strike for so many reasons. Number one, shake off that rust. They've been off for a while. You don't even want to get the feeling at any point during the match that you're sluggish and your timing's off, because then it becomes kind of a quicksand, slippery slope type thing. Score early. Say, okay, we're back. We haven't missed a beat, and we can feel good going the rest of the way. Number two, FC Edmonton, they are going to defend a lot. That lower block is going to be there. They are not a potent attacking club. Yes, they've scored. They've scored 5 goals in their last 2 matches. They've gone 10 matches with at least 1 goal. They scored 3 against Forge at home in their last match, but they scored 3 goals on only 2 shots on target. So, and this is kind of the point here. If FC Edmonton is going to score a bunch of goals, there's going to be a lot of luck involved. I mean, that's just the reality, because Edmonton, quite frankly, is not going out there trying to score 3 goals a match. They're looking to prevent a loss, ultimately, and they're going to be playing in that defensive shell. So strike early, get Edmonton out of their comfort zone. All of a sudden, that lower block, when that defense gets broken down early, you're like, uh-oh. You start questioning things a little bit, and now at some point you have to open yourself up, because you're going to want to look for an equalizer at some point, and that's when Forge can take even more advantage. So strike early, get them off their game, force them out of their shell. Key number 2 for Forge FC against Edmonton, whistle to whistle. Edmonton has been able to sneak up on some clubs because it's a club that looks for turnovers, they look for mistakes, and they hope to beat you on the counter. That means that if you're Forge, and even if you do have a lead, you cannot let up against a team like Edmonton, who quite frankly, I mean, they feel like they're playing with, the casino's money. They're playing with house money. So they're not going to get completely demoralized if they go down a few goals. They're going to keep pushing from beginning to end. And they're going to push you if you do not stay on your game from start to finish. Don't even give them a window, whether it's the end of the first half, end of regulation, whatever the case is. Whistle to whistle, play a complete game. Don't give them anything. And that kind of leads us into key number 3 for Forge FC against Edmonton. Maximize minutes. And in fact, all 3 of these keys kind of go together. So I said early strike, get up early, finish by playing whistle to whistle, and then maximize minutes. 2 matches this week, 10 days off prior to Tuesday's match. They also had another 10-day layoff before that. It's been a weird season for Forge. There are a lot of breaks, not a ton of games like they're used to. They haven't had the opportunity to get a bunch of guys a bunch of minutes like they have in the past. And there's a lot of talent on the bench for Forge. Players that could be starting on any other club, for the most part, in the Canadian Premier League are sitting on Forge's bench because they have the depth to do that. How do you get guys in? How do you get minutes? Is you play a solid game, you get a lead, you feel comfortable. It doesn't mean you stop playing, but you feel a level of comfort that you can now turn to your bench, plug guys in. We know the versatility of the players in this lineup that can play. There's a lot of guys that can play more than one position. Almost every player on this club. I mean, Tristan Henry could probably play another position if you wanted to. So you want to get as many minutes as you can. Plus, even though you didn't play last week, it's still a short week this week. Your whole body clock is different when you're used to playing at certain times, and it's an opportunity to get some guys some rest. I know that sounds weird that you want to give guys rest when they didn't play last week, but it's still a short week. You don't want to go 10 days off and then play 2 games in a span of 4 days or so. That's almost worse you go from kind of cold to extra exertion quickly, and it's not good. So, and speak to your doctor for any medical advice. Don't come to me, but it can't be good. That's just my speculation. You can fact check me if you want. So maximize minutes, get guys some minutes. In order to do that, you got to strike early and you got to play whistle to whistle. Okay, Forge FC Edmonton, Tim Hortons Field, Tuesday night, 6:45 scheduled kickoff. Show up early. Get your $5 beer before that. And I'll be there. I hope to see you there. I hope to see you twice this week. 2 matches this week at home for Forge. We'll see you there.
We are the Forge, the mighty, mighty Forge. You just don't think you understand.
Forge FC is ready, and now you are too. This has been 3 Keys to the Match on the Forge Audio Network. Keep up to date on your Forge FC by subscribing to the Forge Audio Network on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.